What if the MTHFR gene could explain some of the patterns you've noticed in your body, things like energy, stress response, and how you respond to vitamins? In this video, we're going to talk about a test from Genetic Genie. So if you've not gotten your DNA from Ancestry, go ahead and watch this video above, and I'm going to walk you through how to get that DNA and then putting it into Genetic Genie. But once you've got your results, I want to talk about how your body is processing, and that's told through your methylation panel. Now, don't let that word scare you. Methylation isn't complicated. It's simply how your body turns things on and off, things like your energy, your mood, detox, and hormones. It's kind of like the electrical system in your house. When the switches flow smoothly, everything is working. But when they need extra support, things are flickering. They're not broken, they're just flickering. And so the methylation panel, it doesn't diagnose disease. It doesn't predict your future. It basically just shows you how efficiently certain systems in your body prefer to run. And when we have that information, it's so much better for us with our health and wellness. So if you've ever thought, why does stress hit me so hard? Or why does stress hit that person so hard? Why does this supplement feel a little too strong for me? Or maybe you're not feeling anything, or why you feel wired or exhausted when you're doing all the right things. This is the panel that will help explain that and how you're processing things. So in this series, I'm going to walk you through the methylation panel in plain English. And then I have another video that I'm going to walk you through the detox panel in plain English as well. Hopefully this will take away fear, your overwhelm, and I don't want it to put labels on you. I just want you to be able to understand your body better. So you stop forcing your body and you really start supporting it in the proper ways. We have such amazing systems and ways now that we can really dive deep inside our bodies. We're not just like external anymore. We've got the hard data for what is happening internal. And so that gives us a really great picture to start with, and it allows us to create processes that can support our bodies in amazing ways. Now, methylation affects how smoothly your body runs in its most important systems. When methylation flows really well, things feel easier. When it needs support, things feel louder, heavier, more exhausting. So if you've ever felt that before, put a 1 in the comments. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because your body, so you feel this exhaustion because your body is actually having to work harder based off of how your genes are set up to work. First, let's talk about energy. Methylation helps your body make and use energy. If this system needs support, you might feel tired even when you're sleeping, or you might wake up being like, I still feel tired. So second, this will affect anxiety and mood. Methylation creates and clears neurotransmitters. So when this gets backed up, emotions can actually feel bigger. They can feel harder to regulate. And then third, methylation affects our focus and our brain clarity. This is where brain fog, feeling overwhelmed, or feeling scattered can show up. This is not that you're broken. It's that your body is asking for support. So many times I hear people just say, like, my body doesn't work. It's broken. I'm tired. Like, there's no hope, but you just don't have all the information. So get your methylation panel from Genetic Genie after you've done your DNA. There's a guide below on how to do that. I'll put it as the first link in the comments. And then you can really move forward with this. And then our fourth and fifth areas are our detox speed. So methylation helps your body move toxins out efficiently. If it's slower, detox can be harder, or you might react to things a lot differently than other people, like more strong. And then our last one is hormone balance. Hormones don't just get made, they actually have to be cleared, and methylation plays a role in how smoothly that happens. The beautiful part of this is methylation responds to your life. It responds to food. It responds to stress. It responds to your sleep, your environment, your supplements. And that means that this system is actually influenceable. So you can actually influence this system and not stay stuck. So now that you know what effects methylation has, the next step is to understand the genes that are involved, and that's what you get from Genetic Genie. The first one is MTHFR. The MTHFR gene, which I always have to laugh because it almost sounds like we are like spelling out a bad word. This gene helps your body use folate, which is a B vitamin. Folate plays a role in your energy, in your brain function, in detox and methylations. Think of MTHFR like a converter. It takes folate from your food or supplements and it turns it into a form your body can actually use. So if this pathway runs a little slower, it doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It means your body might not love synthetic folic acid. It may actually prefer active or methylated forms instead. So not more vitamins, just in different forms. On your report, you might see the MTHFR in green, yellow, or red. Green means it's working as expected. Great, awesome. Yellow means it works, it's just a little slower or differently. And red means this pathway likes way more support. So this can show up if you've got red or yellow on there. This can show up as feeling off when taking certain vitamins, or wondering why B vitamins make you feel weird or anxious, or why what works for everyone doesn't actually work for you. So MTHFR is actually telling us that our body has a preference of how our vitamins are actually delivered. Once you know this, you can stop guessing and you can start choosing support that works with your body. And you can start actually watching for foods and supplements that have some of these key components that are added into them. So now let's talk about the next one, which is COMT. This gene affects how your body actually processes stress. And if you've ever felt like stress lingers longer for you, then this is definitely the one that you want to watch. The COMT gene is a gene that helps your body break down stress hormones, things like epinephrine, dopamine, or norepinephrine. I think of the COMT gene like the cleanup crew after stress. It helps clear the chemicals your body releases when you're under intense pressure. If COMT runs slower, stress hormones can hang around longer, and that can feel like being wired or overwhelmed or emotionally fried. It doesn't mean that you're bad at handling stress. It just means your body needs more time or gentler support to really reset after stress. So on your methylation report, the COMT might show up as green, yellow, or red. Green means stress chemicals clear easily. Yellow means they clear just a little more slowly. And red means they definitely need more support. This is great to know because this can show up as needing longer recoveries after emotional conversations. It can also lead to feeling sensitive to caffeine or stimulants, or feeling worse or not better at all when you push yourself harder. Your nervous system just prefers calm over chaos. Some bodies are designed to respond deeply, not quickly. So when you understand the COMT, you can stop forcing high intensity solutions and start choosing to support your body that in a way that helps it to feel safe. And that's when stress stops running the show. We're going to continue on with those emotions. So if you've ever experienced emotions more intensely than other people, definitely me, or that your feelings take a little bit longer to settle, I want you to hear this clearly. This gene helps to explain that all. It's simply how your body processes emotion. So what MAO-A does is it's a gene that helps your body clear neurotransmitters. And these are the chemicals that affect how you feel, like serotonin and dopamine. I want you to think of MAO-A like the emotion reset button. It helps your nervous system come back to baseline after an emotional experience. So if this pathway needs support, emotions can feel stronger. They can take longer to move through. It doesn't mean that you're too emotional. Yes, I've been told that before. It just means that your system it is sensitive and extra responsive. So on this report, the MAO-A may show up as green, yellow, or red. Green means your neurotransmitters are clearing smoothly. Yellow means they clear, but more slowly. And red means this pathway benefits from extra support. So this can show up as feeling deeply affected by music, conversations, or conflict, needing more quiet or alone time to reset, or feeling emotionally drained when you ignore your own boundaries. Your nervous system is just more fine-tuned. So depth of feeling is not a weakness. It's actually a form of intelligence. So when you understand MAO-A, you can stop judging your emotions and start creating an environment that really supports your nervous system. And that's actually where emotional balance begins. So now let's talk about the VDR, the vitamin D receptor. This is one that explains why lab results don't always match the way that you feel. So, if you've ever had your vitamin D tested and been told your levels look fine, but you still don't feel fine, you have low energy, low mood, low motivation, this is where something called the VDR comes in. VDR stands for the vitamin D receptor. This gene doesn't tell us how much vitamin D is in your body, it tells how well your body can actually use vitamin D. So think of vitamin D like a key and the VDR like a lock. You can have plenty of keys, but if your lock is stiff, the door does not open easily. So if this pathway needs support, your body might not respond to vitamin D the way that you expect. And once again, this can affect things like mood. Have you noticed that our mood gets affected by a number of these? But this also affects immune balance, motivation, and our brain chemistry. So it doesn't mean vitamin D isn't important. It means your body might need a little more help actually using. So now let's talk about the ACAT1-02. Now, this gene is involved in energy production and fat metabolism. It also has a connection to vitamin B12 usage. So I want you to think of ACAT1-02, which I'm just going to call AC from here on out, as part of your body's energy factory. AC helps your body. It turns fats into usable energy. It supports the mitochondria in your cells, which are your cells' power plants, and it manages how B12 is used inside the actual cell. So, in simple terms, ACAT1-02 helps your body decide how efficiently it makes energy from fuel. So if this pathway is slower, or if it's highlighted in yellow or red on your report, it doesn't mean that something's wrong. It just simply means your body is less efficient at converting fuel into energy. It may use up B12 faster, and your energy may feel inconsistent, harder to sustain, more sensitivity during stress or illness. And it often shows up as fatigue that just doesn't match the effort. So if it's showing up as green on your report, then energy production and B12 use are flowing smoothly. If it's yellow, energy production works, but a little less efficiently. And if it's red, this pathway benefits from extra support. Red doesn't mean broken. It just means you need extra support. And if you watch my next video, I'm going to talk about how to support each one of these effectively. So ACAT1-02 often shows up alongside of MTR or MTRR, which is the B12 recycling, the MTHFR, which is folate processing, or the COMT, stress and energy drain feeling. So if someone says, I'm doing all the right things, but I'm still tired, then we definitely want to check this particular gene as part of the energy picture. AC doesn't mean lower energy forever. It means your body needs consistent, steady support instead of pushing harder. This is about sustainability and not deficiency. So now let's talk about the SHMT1C1420T gene. We're just going to call this the SC gene, okay? So that is a mouthful, but here's a simpler version. The SC helps your body manage folate and supports DNA building, repair, and methylation balance. I want you to think of SC as the traffic controller for folate. SC helps your body convert folate into forms needed for DNA repair. It helps to balance folate between the DNA building and the methylation, and it helps to support healthy cell turnover. So your skin, your gut, your immune cells. In simple terms, SC helps decide where folate goes and how it is used. So what this means, if you have green, is folate balance is smooth. And if it's yellow, folate is used, but balance is off a little. And red, this pathway benefits from extra support. So the SC often interacts with the MTHFR, the MTR, and MTRR, and then the ACAT1-02. SC is part of a bigger picture, not a standalone problem. So this completes our walkthrough of our core methylation genes. And if you're looking to find how to support these genes in a more effective way, you can check out my next video. I'm also releasing one on how to read your detox panel that came from Genetic Genie as well. Just remember, this report is not a to-do list. It's a conversation starter with your body. It's not asking for perfection. It's your body is asking for awareness. And I love it that we have access to this. The first thing you want to do is really zoom out. Don't put all your focus into one single gene. Look for themes And ask yourself, do several pathway points point towards stress sensitivity or energy support or detox pacing? Also, don't need to support everything simultaneously. Pick one area that feels most relevant right now: energy, stress, detox, and start there. Your body responds best to small, steady support. So, if something makes you feel worse, even if it works for everyone else, that's information. Your body isn't rejecting support, it's giving feedback. And I want you to start listening to that feedback. Your needs will change, your stress changes, your life changes, hormones change. This report doesn't tell you what to do, it just helps you make gentler, smarter choices. Just remember, you're not behind, you're not failing. You're learning how your body works, and that's a powerful shift. So, if you're watching this series in order, I'm glad you're here. If you're just joining us, welcome. Your body is so wise, and understanding it should feel supportive and not stressful. So, if your brain feels a little fuller, but your heart feels a lot lighter, then we did this right, because learning about your DNA isn't supposed to feel scary or heavy. It's supposed to feel supportive. Like, that actually explains a lot. And we're just getting started. There are so many other layers to your DNA, detox, energy, mood, and how your body is designed. And I'm breaking it all down in plain English, one video at a time. So if this helped you to understand yourself even a little better, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my next videos. This information was simply for information. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to diagnose, and neither are any of these genetic profiles that we're breaking down. This is just fun so we can get to know our bodies better. Drop a comment and tell me which part surprised you the most, because I love reading these. I love anything about DNA. It's so fun. It helps me to know how my body is functioning. And when you comment, it helps me to know what to teach next. Your body is so wise, and you're doing better than you think. And this journey, it gets easier from here when you have all the information. See you in our next video.